Welcome back to part 9 of Because of Mr. Terupt. So right now we are on a chapter by Danielle. I ended up talking and playing with Jessica at recess. My troubles with Lexi weren't her fault. I told Jessica about Anna. Jessica thought Anna seemed nice, which was true. Anna was my science partner for the plant unit, and I liked working with her. You stay away from that girl, you hear me? Grandma said when I first mentioned Anna at home. Your grandmother's right. Your grandmother's right, Danielle. That girl comes from a bad family, Mom said. She'll be a bad influence. I wanted to know why, so Grandma filled me in on Anna's family story. I just listened, but I couldn't help thinking about the Anna I knew. She didn't seem bad at all. In fact, I already liked her. I wanted her to be my friend. I figured that as long as I wasn't going over to her house, I could be friends with Anna in school. Before long, it was time to head inside. I walked alongside Jessica until I saw Lexi marching towards us. She had a mean scowl on her face. She looked mad. Let's pause really quick. I have to get the door open for the dogs to go outside to go potty. Okay, girls, come on. Thank you. She looked mad, real mad, like a mama cow determined to keep you away from her new calf. I rushed ahead. I didn't want to fight. I felt bad for leaving Jessica behind, but I wanted to avoid Lexi. I hurried inside and hid in the bathroom, but Lexi found me. The bathroom door flew open and she got right in my face. She told me all the mean things Jessica was saying about me. Like, you can you can even ask Katie or Emily. They'll tell you. Little Miss California is a two-face. Nice to your face and mean behind it. You need to stay away from her. I started crying. Why would Jessica say those mean things? Lexi hugged me for a second, but it didn't make me feel any better. Then she walked toward the sinks. She stood in front of the mirror fixing herself. I sat in one of the stalls wiping my tears. Like, you know what else? Lexi said. Jessica's the one who killed your plant. Like, she knocked it over on purpose. She told me. I've known Lexi since second grade, when she was all nice. She even came over to my house once that spring, but her feather boas weren't a good match for my farm, so she hasn't ever been back. And then in third grade, she started with her mean games. So I've never been to her house. We're friends in school when Lexi says we are, and that's it. Grandma says something's wrong going on with Lexi that we don't know about, and that it's best not to worry about being her friend. But I did worry. What was the truth? Was there anyone I could be friends with? Dear God, it's Danielle. I'm going to need your help sorting all this girl stuff out. I hope you don't mind. I'd rather not get Grandma involved. She doesn't always understand. Thanks. November. And Luke. It was November. Apparently, that meant time for Mr. Terupt to get crazy with his math ideas again. I think he was on a mission to put us through his math gauntlet. Dollar word. We're going to figure out the number of blades of grass in the soccer field, he announced one day. What? You're going to make us count grass? Peter yelled. That's crazy. No way, Nick was hollering. Another dollar word. How are we supposed to do that? Tommy said. I raised my hand. Yes, Luke. You mean we're going to estimate the total number, right? Yes and no, Mr. Terupt said. We'll actually do some calculating to get a reasonable approximation. I was beginning to think that Peter might be right. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but I know we can do it, Mr. Terupt said. Besides, if everything we did was easy, then we wouldn't learn anything. We need to be challenged in order to learn. Mr. Terupt was right about it being a challenge. None of us had any idea how we were going to count blades of grass, but we did. First, we decided we wanted to count 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter squares, which was my suggestion after Mr. Terupt talked to us about sampling and how our government gets population numbers. Then we measured the squares on the large pieces of cardboard and cut them out. So we were left with a piece of cardboard that had a 10 centimeter square missing in the middle. That was Mr. Terup's suggestion. Now it would be easy to toss our piece of cardboard around the field and collect random 10 centimeter samples. So far, so good. Time to head outside. We marched downstairs and out the front doors by the office. Then we stamped down the sidewalk until the end of the building. The soccer field awaited us on the side of the school. We'll stop there today.